We don't have a Second Amendment in America. Because unless you are 18 years of age without a felony conviction, the Second Amendment says that we can all carry a gun any damn where we please, any time we please, into any government building, into any school, into any post office, anywhere you damn well please. I have the right to keep and bear arms. Kiss my ass. Any questions? If you don't understand that, you can call 1-800-NUMBNUT, and Michael Jackson can tell you why you don't need personal hygiene. Any questions? So, it's nice to be amongst patriots and shit kickers. I love you all. Do you feel the love? Oh, yeah. Do you celebrate self-evident truth with me? Are you willing to go the mile to prove that you earn your freedom because warriors have died to provide it? Are you ready to do that? Yeah! Kansas is real good, but you're not done yet. I live in Texas, and it's real good, but I ain't done yet. And here's what you need to, you have to do this. You have to do this. There's only a gaggle of us here today, a very, very small number. Can you hear me back there behind the hay bales? You have to do this. We have turned the corner because finally we have a man who respects the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, the Declaration of Independence, and working hard, playing hard shit kickers who earn their way, live within their means, and save for a rainy day in the asset column. Donald Trump is a huge upgrade. For the last 8 years, and for many years before that, the government of this country was against we the people. The Second Amendment is gone. I'm just a guitar player, and I never went to college. I was too busy learning shit. And I'll tell you what I learned. In my heart and soul, in my pure we the people instinct, I know I was given the right to keep and bear arms by God. And the Founding Fathers wrote that self-evident truth down. I don't even need the Second Amendment. I think it's neat that they wrote it down, but I don't need it. So I fight like a son of a bitch, and I put pressure on elected employees and the lying punks in the media and the anti-American punks in government who think that we work for them when in fact they're supposed to work for us, guided by the Constitution. So this is a good-looking crowd, maybe the best representation of shit-kicker America I've ever seen. But here's the truth. Here's the truth. You don't mean jack shit if you can't convince everybody at work, everybody you know, everybody in your club, everybody in your own family, everybody at school and church, if you can't convince them what the Second Amendment really means, then I'd like to thank you for nothing. And that's how a punk-ass community organizer weaseled his way into the White House for 8 years because Americans were sound asleep. So if you really mean what you are here representing, if you really mean it, you can have tomorrow off because it's Mother's Day. I give you that. A man has to know his limitations. Dirty Harry, 1971. Let's hear it for Dirty Harry. But starting Monday, and I know a lot of you do, a lot of you raise hell. A lot of you communicate with your elected officials. A lot of you keep we the people pressure on those who work for us and took an oath to the Constitution in order to work for us. And then they violate it all the time. Monday, you've got to convince your friends. If they're not a member of the NRA, Nancy Pelosi likes them. And if Nancy Pelosi likes you, you're an asshole. Any questions? Stop me if I get over. So you need to be a member of the NRA, and everybody you know, a member of the Gun Owners of America. And we have great, great people here. I got to tell you, I wish I lived in a state where Chris Kobach was the governor. And we have Larry Pratt here today, the founder of Gun Owners of America. We have Bob Hodgkin, the gunpowder guru, is here today. And we have the great warrior, Sheriff Richard Mack, the founder of the Constitutional Sheriffs and Peace Officers Association. Remember that, and he's got a booth here. Constitutional Sheriffs and Peace Officers Association. You should be a member of that. And you need to convince everyone in your life they need to be members of pro-gun organizations. And they must communicate with their elected employees to get rid of these insane laws where I have to have a federal permit for a muffler for my gun. This is embarrassing. This is nonsense. It's a muffler. By law, I have to have one on my lawnmower, but I need a federal permit for one for my gun. What is this? The cuckoo's nest? So if you can't convince your elected employees how stupid this is, then we deserve what we get. And by the way, we won the presidency with Donald Trump because I gave this speech in Michigan, Wisconsin, and Pennsylvania constantly. And you know who won? You know who won the presidency and took it away from the felon Hillary Clinton? You know who won that? Licensed deer hunters, NRA members, Gun Owners of America members, and working hard, playing hard shit kickers who weren't going to sit on their ass just because Mitt Romney brought a doily to a grenade fight. So I thank you for that. And those of you who are members in these organizations, thank you. You're great Americans. Those of you who raise hell with your elected employees, thank you. You're great Americans. I kick more ass. But remember, this isn't big enough. You must each know 100 people who are not performing their We the People duties. You know who they are. It wasn't the enemy that won. It was those of us who knew better who didn't do anything. You don't wait for the coyote to get in the door. You shoot him 200 yards from the front yard. Same goes for the accountability of elected employees. How about that it took the author of Wango Tango to come up with the clear and obvious identity of bureaucrats? There are elected employees. They work for us, and they think we are here for their benefit. Now, you've got some good guys. Certainly, again, I can't tell you enough. Chris Kobach is a warrior. This guy lives and breathes the Constitution, and he understands what an experiment in self-government is and how glorious it is and how dearly it is paid for. So I want to thank you that are here today because you obviously care more. That's number one. You care more. You know that unarmed and helpless is unarmed and helpless. Unarmed and helpless is irresponsible. And now, with the evidence inescapable that gun-free zones are the places where the most innocent lives are always lost, Hillary Clinton and Nancy Pelosi and Dianne Feinstein and Charlie Schumer and all the Democrats actually want more of them. They know that the most innocent lives are lost in gun-free zones, and they want more of them. These people are freaks. And by the way, they use our tax dollars for their armed security detail. Are you kidding me? This is bizarro world. It's got that bad. So I thank those who are kicking ass. I encourage everyone to kick more ass. And what we can do here today is take this spirit where our fellow citizens here in Kansas are being persecuted for having an unlicensed muffler. And we argue whether we need secure borders or not. And we have a debate whether you got to prove you're an American to vote. You've got to be kidding me. And I know you all have a great hunting season, and you have great weekends. We have lots of good. The whole world sucks. America still sucks less every day with Donald Trump taking away the community punk-ass organizer's job. But you know it's not perfect, because if we're not persecuted, we can't wait, because our neighbors and our fellow Americans are being persecuted. And I leave you with this. Remember, all those flag-draped coffins I salute, and I do it way more than I wish I had to. When I was in Afghanistan and Iraq and in Fallujah, I stood on that tarmac and cried like a baby for an hour. I didn't know where the tears were coming from. And I saluted those coffins, a parade of flag-draped coffins, and don't forget, they died for the Constitution. Yeah. If that doesn't drive you to stand up and fight harder, you have no soul. So, a salute to the good. Carry on and crush the bad and the ugly. I hope you have the most wonderful summer in the heartland of your lives. I hope you scare the living shit out of the politicians in Kansas. And I hope that you remember the most important thing I can leave you with, that every day is Mother's Day. So God bless you all. Thank you very much. Coming up now are some great patriots. The great Sheriff Richard Mack and Bob Hodgson, and the founder of Gun Owners of America, Larry Pratt. Thank you for including me in this. I'm just a guitar player, but man, I love this damn country. God bless you. Thank you very much.